Do you think that they have the better draft in this game?
I think they're... So it comes down to these lanes. Like, how much can Beastmaster Spectre really pressure, or Beastmaster Nyx really pressure? They can probably do quite a lot. But how well can they deal with this Sand King Darkseer, potentially? Maybe Sand King's going to be top, and Darkseer will just be solo, and he'll cut the
Oh,
creeps and play that way.
yeah, I guess that's fine. That's Darkseer's one of
That
those heroes
also
that can
works.
get away with, like, it's like him and Axe that can get away with cutting the wave pretty early on into the game, and he can just surge himself after if he gets chased down. Plus, it's a disruptor who doesn't do anything at level 1. He gets Thunderstrike, and it's like, all right, I took some damage. I'm just going to walk away. Top lane, they're going to go for a kill onto GRN, the Nyx Assassin. He went Impale, so he doesn't have Spike Carapace. He will get dropped, and that's first blood to the Spectre. And
Wow, what is this? The smoke? Is he going for a career snipe?
wow, is he actually going to do this? Whitemon's a crazy man. And Evos winning this game would be really huge for them. Neon Atomic is second. He's going to get the courier.
Oh,
he's
sees
actually
it,
going to get the courier. It's going to take 2 hits.
It has the tangos on it, too.
Oh, good game.
That's filthy.
That's where you use the chat wheel. Good game, well played. Although you don't want to be BM, so you don't use all chat GG well played. But, yaha!
That's when you use voice line, so it's not considered BM, right?
Yes. I wish there was a GG well played voice line for some of these players or heroes. That'd be nice. So it is Yaha with green top. I'm glad Yaha changed his name. His name used to be Vu, and so I would call him Vu. And then the manager said, "Hey, his name is Yaha. We didn't change players." And I said, "Well, why is he named Vu then?" Eventually, of course, he did change to Yaha, making my life a lot easier. GRN is green. That's pretty, sounds about right. Good double burrow strike. They're going to take a fight up here. They were not expecting the Sand King and the Jakiro to be top, and Yaha is going to get dropped. Yaha, second blood to a Logic, and if there's one thing I've ever learned about a Spectre, if this guy gets farmed, he could just win you the game. And they're going to find 3 kills in the first minute and a half of this game.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket bot, the feed's out of control from Atomic in this top lane.
Gee whiz.
Golly.
This is like that Geek thing we were talking about. It's the same thing. What are we in the 19... Geek is
This
like
is...
1990s. Jiminy Cricket's like 1960s.
Mod, this is the Ned Flanders cast. We're wholesome here.
Well, godly doodly. We got us a Dota game. Let's
diddly daddly.
Yeah, exactly. I want to look up some Ned Flanderisms now. Oh, boy.
All right, so Atomic feeding this off lane, not going their way, obviously. That's what happens when you try lane, but your goal is to not feed. Because on the other side of the map, Darkseer, what's he doing, Mod? He's jungling.
Oh, is he really?
He's got a free lane. Yep, Morphling can solo and he's got a free lane.
Which is really important. Morphling not getting contested. He can see us very easily. He should have a great old time. Conversely, Logic also getting a free lane. Oh, actually, he only has 7 last hits, though, to... I guess he's got a giant double wave coming. Wow, this is a gigantic wave. What happened? Did Yaha try to pull the wave back or something?
Nope. Just when you go on heroes, you tank creep aggro.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they stacked up the double wave, and he can just hold it here if he wants to.
Yeah, he's going to take a lot of damage, though, is the issue. Yeah, okay, he's going to have to pull it back.
Farm it.
He's got a coin blade. He should be able to CS. Yeah, he's going to be fine.
All right, some mistakes were made in the jungle. No big deal. He'll be back.
Oh, oh he died. Oh, no. Oh, you hate to see that. Yaha's going to die, though, so it's okay, at least. It's a trade-off. Will he die? He's pretty tanky. Caustic Finale.
There's the Caustic Slow. Yep.
See you later. How's your dog doing? You okay? Is she okay?
She's okay. She's a big whiner.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay. I can hear her in the background. Logic in the meantime, he's going to farm up pretty well. Going for the Aquila. Almost there. In the meantime, mid lane, we haven't really talked about this matchup. It is the Face Hugger DK versus the Death Prophet. And really, the DK is having a great old time. 18-12. Interestingly enough. Soul Ring is up on Facehugger plus level 2 Dragon Blood, which means, hey, guess what? He's pretty tanky. 12.2 HP regen plus the Bracer. He's up to 1100 total HP. Breathe Fire makes Mark not a very happy man. He actually went for the Basilius, which is interesting. I've seen this a few times recently, the Aquila on VP, which is nice. Down bottom, Scottalicious is finally going to have another hero in his lane, except for the fact that Avil is level 2. And if Scottalicious wants to, he can apply some pressure to Avil and force him out of lane, which he does so pretty easily. You know, at least Yaha's like 3. fact, he should get... they get the kill on the next assassin. They rotated the Disruptor top. Tuku's in trouble. Oh my god, he's actually going to survive. That's so triggering for them. Just kidding. He got sniped by the axes. They didn't have enough damage to kill Yaha, but it's still a double kill for Logic. You know, as many kills as he's getting, it feels like he's not actually getting that much out of it. Like, he doesn't have his full Achille yet somehow. He doesn't have boots. Like, where is all of his money going? I actually have no idea. I guess he won a wand. That's very interesting. What I'm trying to say is I think he should have more. He's top of the net worth. It just feels like he doesn't have it. Okay, his Achille is done now. All right, that's fine. And then plus he's also pretty close to phase 2, which is good. So in the meantime, they're looking for Whitemon. But Sugo needs to be careful. Sugo is forced to TP, and he will make it out just barely. Logic doesn't quite have the damage. Green, however, will not be so lucky. He does have an Impale, not going to matter. Scottalicious kills Avil bottom, as expected. Avil is level 3, Scottalicious is level 6, and he hits like a truck, so that's an issue. All right.
What did I miss, Mont?
Not much. Logic has like gotten 5 kills. Avil rotated bottom and realized that he was a level 3 Darkseer against a level 6 Morphling, and then he died. Logic got another kill top. He has an unstoppable spree, which means he has 6 kills at 5 minutes and 40 seconds into this game.
Jesus.
They are essentially feeding away, like they're making a giant Spectre at this point. Like, which is, I think, kind of a problem because he's going to get level 6 super early. They can haunt. You know, he'll end up getting more kills and more farm, and he's going to get to a really early ratings, I think, probably.
This is not the hero you want to give a good start to as well. 6 kills, Jesus.
Yeah, he's huge. He is absolutely gigantic. I think he'll go Radiance, right? Like, don't you just go Radiance in this situation where you're this farmed?
He might stop off for a small item, but yeah, most likely. Sometimes Spectres go for the urn.
Vanguard has been kind of common, too. I don't know how to feel about Vanguard. It definitely makes you tanky, but I don't know. Meanwhile, they're gonna... Okay, that's on. And this is a big kill if they can find it. Yep, Logic's just gonna get it, which is really big. And they missed the kinetic field, and of course, Glimpse is not high enough level to bring him back, and Logic is so fast with phase and the Spectral Dagger move speed. So he gets a kill mid, and then he walks top within like 10 seconds. It's actually kind of insane. And Green might be dead here. He's on level 3. Yep. They keep giving assists and kills. Although Logic took a tower hit, he needs to be careful. He will be beat. Like, he's so farmed right now. He's actually 500 gold ahead of a free farming. Like, this Morphling is essentially getting free farm, and he's still behind this Spectre by a lot.
Yep, the one thing the Morph does have over him is, of course, experience, right? 2 full levels because it's just an entirely free lane, but at least Darkseer can now cut the wave and then just resume Darkseer things. But, you know, when you pick this hero, he is strong in lane, and that is one of the key strengths you want to play around, right? That Sand King Darkseer dual lane, it's usually extremely impactful, and they can do a whole lot, but they didn't do that with the Darkseer, and as a result, Morphling has a complete free game, but I guess on the other side, Spectre has 7 kills because of that.
Yeah, that's the trade-off. It really comes down to who do you want to have farm. And to be honest, it's hard for me not to pick Spectre because that hero is so strong. I think, like, late game Spectre's amazing. Right now, Spectre's amazing. Like, once you get Radiance, people forget how big the power curve is when you get Radiance on this hero.
It's game-changing.
Yeah, like, you think, okay, it's just Radiance. It's only 1 item. She still needs more to fight. That's not true at all. You literally hit your R button. You make a ton of illusions with Radiance. Plus, you have Desolate damage, and it's insane. You just kill everybody. Speaking of killing everybody, Mark is going to have to use his Spirit Siphon to survive against this DK. They will break it. He has Exorcism. He was trying to get it off. The animation was about to go, but he's dead, it looks like. The Raindrop keeps him alive for a moment longer, but Tuku is making a lot of moves. He's got 8 assists so far in this game. 11 total kills. They get off a nice Burrow Strike. Sugu's going to get chased down. Scottalicious is pausing the game. He's going to have to disconnect, but I don't know why. I guess he's got some issues. Mike. I see.
Who's Mike?
I guess the Morphlings, probably.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
Oh. You were making a joke, and I didn't pick up on it because I'm an idiot. Got it.
Well, to be fair, it was a complete shit joke, so you're not at fault there.
Well, it's so tough because, I don't know, because it...
But this is what the early morning and the lack of sleep does to people, right?
Yeah.
It's just not your fault. It just happens.
At least this is in a game where they're down 30k at, like, 10 minutes or whatever. At least there's that. I literally thought I was going insane in that last game.
That was a great game.
Fun stuff. Turns out BKB is a good item. Anyway, Facehugger gets a double kill. He's having a great old time. Evos have a 3K lead. You know, Neon Atomics are really, they've been playing really well, and now Evos looks really strong. So it's kind of surprising the game is going the way that it is currently.
So, you know what's funny is those kills have given the supports so much gold from the side of Evos, right? Like, look at the net worths. All right. Scottalicious picks up a solo kill on a Darkseer.
Yep. That's the second time he's done that.
It's still going to be a super, super scary Morphling.
Yes, that is an issue. This Morphling is a problem, for sure. But, you know, once you get Haunt, Scottalicious, if he gets disabled and he can't get his attribute shift out. Oh, Spectre. Wow. That is a gigantic kill. That is literally the Necro 1 just done for Yaha right there.
My goodness, that's the solo kill.
That's really bad for Spectre, because not only does she give away a free spree to the Beastmaster, but she stops from farming, and now the Morphling is going to take over the top spot in net worth. Like, she was on pace for like a 12-minute, you know, relic at least. Now it's going to take a little longer to get to that point, and they could have won a fight with that early Radiance Haunt, but instead, now you're going to have to play a bit more safe for Illogic, I think, on this Spectre.
I've seen this before. This is the you can't come back from ahead strategy.
That's true.
You feed away some kills, and all of a sudden, boom, 850 gold after kill.
Trying to give
a ton of experience.
They're trying to give the lead back to Neon Atomics so they can come back later into the game. It's quite the intricate strategy.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes. For anybody that doesn't know, we're being facetious, aka we're joking. Facetious is just a fancy word for, hey, we're a bunch of funny guys. It's true, though, to be fair. 2K lead for Evos eSports. Is it Evos eSports or is it just Evos?
That's a good question.
We're gonna figure this out.
I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, my Wikipedia page is closed. God damn it. Gotta open it up again. They're taking top. Illogic trying to get the last 10 of the tower, which he does. Gets him a little bit closer to that relic, up to 2.6k gold, so he's getting very close. Alright, let's see. Evos eSports. With the correct capitalization of eSports, which is capital E.
Oh, with the capital S?
No, you're wrong. Well, I don't know. I'm not. I don't actually get that upset about it. I don't mind the capital S. Somebody like Paul, though, whoo, look out. He does not like the capital S.
Nope, not at all. Alright, so because of that Spectre kill, as you said, Beastmaster has a Necro 1, meaning he can deal a shit ton of damage. Sorry, a gosh darn amount of damage when he roars and presses his Necro book on somebody.
You know, we haven't sworn at all today. You know, it's a good thing that you went back for the gosh darn.
It is.
I'm being facetious again.
I know.
I know that, Cheetor. I just wanted to say that word. Yeah, I guess a solo kill into Whitemon. There's the gosh darn ton of damage that he just did with that Necro 1.
You know what the best part about Necro 1 is? After you get that kill, you can farm the entire jungle with the Necro 1.
Yep. It feels so good. Life is great for this Beastmaster. You know, he's moving out of his parents' basement. You know, he finally got a decently paying job.
Yeah.
You know, he's thinking about getting a girlfriend. She's not quite sure if she wants to move in with him just yet. So he's kind of in that transitional stage in his life.
Yep, but everything is on the rise for him.
Exactly. It's all coming to Millhouse, as Millhouse would say. That is going to be a very big kill for the Beastmaster, but still, they are down 4k. Illogic is 400 gold away from his relic. He is farming very quickly. So oh, he went for the recipe instead. I guess that's fine.
Yep, so he doesn't lose gold.
Yeah, but it's not like he was gonna die or anything. I guess they're trying to fight bottom. Maybe is the reasoning for it.
Oh, did he just buy it like right now?
He literally just bought it. He just TP'd home and bought the recipe. Why?
Oh well, great question. Anyways, Darkseer went for the Helm of the Dominator build. I'm surprised he went for this build being down so far. This item is very timing based. Oh, here's the Haunt. Goodbye.
So free kill.
The freebie on Sudo.
And a free push, and they're not late. They have no TP. Yep. Mark has to put his CP in it from his backpack or his stash into his inventory.
And they've also revealed the entire team of Neon. So,
yeah, going back to the Helm of the Dominator thing, you're absolutely right. It's a good aura, but when you're this far behind on Darkseer, maybe you want to invest in something a little bit more I don't know, useful.
Well, DP ult mid with the roar.
She might actually die to DK. Sugo's dead at least. Oh boy, is he taking a lot of damage. He actually made it out somehow. This exorcism might not do anything for them. Like maybe they get a tier 1 out of this, but that's it. Meanwhile, they might find Whitemon bottom with Scottalicious. Oh, this TP. Oh my god, what a god. Just kidding, he's dead. Ooh, they missed the Hadouken. He's actually out of mana. Scottalicious needs to be careful. He might be dead.
Oh, he's burning down.
Double Iron Shell. Meanwhile, Green gets the kill on Tuku. Surge forward. Give him the Hadouken. Hoo-yah! Didn't
Just
kill
like
him,
that,
though.
huh?
Just like that. I wish they need to, only a few jungle creeps have a sound they make when they cast a spell, like the Centaur, you know? That one doesn't.
I think they all do, don't they?
Do they? I didn't hear it if he did. Well, of course, I yelled over it, so what am I saying? Maybe it does. It's very quiet. I don't remember. You're probably right.
They're all very quiet besides the Centaur.
Yeah, the Centaur is Centaur is the one that everybody knows. Anyway, so with all that action happening bottom, and they used DP ulti, they did get the tier 1 tower, but the Spectre continued to farm. She's like 1,000 gold away, less than that from her Radiance. And again, that is a giant power curve. It is a bigger power curve than any other carry hero, I think, in the game. Like,
yes.
This early on especially.
This is when supports literally can't fight unless they have Glimmer Capes.
Which, of course, they don't.
Yes.
And Nyx Assassin's dead. Nice free kill. And the good, this is the thing. Like, they can blink initiate. Oh, the Sinking doesn't have blink deck. Well, they can still blink initiate with a DK. And, they can take a fight with these 4 heroes, and then the Spectre just haunts in and kills everybody else. And they're even the Morphling, if he's not careful with his attribute shift, if he's too low in HP, he will burn to death. And the Desolate will just kill him. So, that's a roar, though. Uh-oh. Logic needs to run. Roar down. Epicenter getting channeled. Yaha is dead.
Yaha.
Jinx.
Uh-oh. I
Dragon
owe you a
tail.
burrito.
You owe me 2 now, buddy. You better pay up. Mark's going to go for a Crypt Storm. Misses it completely. Illogic is going to get Vendetta. He's going to be really sad here in a moment. Do not farm. Do not stop. Continue running to your base. Continue to phase. He's dead anyway, isn't he? I'm sorry, Illogic. That's the most depressing thing ever. You're 200 gold from your ratings, and then you die. I guess the rest of your team is winning the fight. You're not that mad about it.
Yep. It's a Spectre with a 5k gold lead at 16 minutes, right? It's not that bad.
Not the end of the world. Man. If I didn't have any stomach issues, I actually would really want Chipotle right now.
Oh, that sounds good.
Doesn't it? Do you have a Chipotle around you? I'm assuming you do.
Yeah, right across the street.
I know you and Shannon go out for Thai sometimes, because you live pretty close to each other, don't you?
Yeah, I'm like 40 minutes.
I think we've been to that Thai place once when we did Captain's Draft 3, which was a lot of fun.
It was really good.
Yeah, it's super, super fucking tasty. Shout out to Thai restaurants, by the way. If you guys, which I'm assuming most of you have because you live in SCA, but if you've never been to a Thai restaurant, it's great. Yeah. Speaking of which,
it just sounds like we're trolling at this point, you know?
I'm like, this is completely non-intentional. Sometimes I am actually showing me that was not one of those situations. I'm just an idiot, to be honest. By the way, speaking of Thailand, that's where the land is. We'll have real Thai food if we can get there. Although we might be casting from online, so we'll see. But
well, if we cast online, we can eat Thai food.
That's true. That is true. Although, to be fair, there's not that many Thai restaurants near me. There's just Chinese restaurants, and they're like subpar at best.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
disappointing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I used to live near a really good Thai place when I lived in New York. That doesn't happen anymore. Face hugger. Uh-oh. Scottalicious has stolen the DK. Gets Dragon Tail, proceeds to auto attack. That's actually so ridiculous.
Yep.
Steal the longest stun of the game and then just bury your face in the guy, just destroying him with auto attacks.
Yep, he's also super tanky when he morphs into the DK. He's got that 1,000,000 armor and 2,000 health with Lincoln's on top.
Avila is going Blink Dagger. That is very surprising. I thought he would have considered a Crimson Guard or a Pipe or anything else besides a Blink Dagger. Getting that item later when you have more points into Vacuum seems fine. Getting it now seems really interesting if he does end up buying it.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. But, alright, well, he goes for the Blink Dagger.
He really
So
bought
the
it.
problem with the Blink Dagger is, obviously, you have that Blink Vacuum combo, which is nice, but it's not the most reliable thing, right? Because Sand King's initiating. Somebody is starting the fight, first of all, right? So unless you are, like, sitting there and they're on vision, they're already grouped up, it's not really going to be that effective. And that's why we usually see Darkseer players go for the tanky items early on, like Crimson Guard against a hero like Beastmaster. It blocks out the Necrobook damage pretty much, and of course the faster auto attacks from the aura. But, alright, he's going for it next, so no big deal. But yeah, that is interesting.
It just seems like he could have gone the tanky at him now, and if they take fights, he could just pop Crimson Guard, and eventually
Right.
he'll get more levels in Vacuum, so...
The
doesn't
benefit
feel
of the
useless.
Crimson Guard is that he can be the frontliner. And Sand King already has Blink. So that way, they'll go on the Darkseer, he's not going to die, and then Sand King comes in, and then he can vacuum.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just set up for the Spectre.
Speaking of Sand King, he'll find a Nyx Assassin. The cost of doing business is you try vendetting, you try looking for vision, and sometimes there's a sentry there, sometimes there isn't. This time there was a sentry there, and he dies for it. Not the end of the world. Meanwhile, the Spectre is in trouble. Roar, Static Storm,
boy.
and he's going to have to buy out. He almost will kill Yaha, actually. Yaha's going to have to TP, and it's going to be close. Oh, Whitemon. He could have killed the
Cast times
Beastmaster.
are so long.
Yeah, it's true. Sugo is going to probably make it out, too. Meanwhile, they're going to fight mid. They just drop a wall down. That's going to be the Death Prophet dead, so and that's the trade-off. I think this Spectre might need, like, a Linkage or a BKB or some way to survive that Roar combo. You know what I mean?
Yep, just needs some more health. Once he gets the Manta, it gets a bit easier. And then
it'll
the
get
next
hard
item
after that.
afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's when everything is great.
Yeah, because then the Morphling won't do enough damage, I don't think. Even with, like, especially if it goes with Hero Blade. He does a lot of damage, but, like, against Heart, and obviously Spectre will have a lot of armor, too, when she gets Manta. But anyways, Facehugger's dead. Okay, this Morphling is an issue. This Morphling actually is a big issue.
And he almost has E-Blade, too. So, I don't know how you kill this man, honestly. Like, he's got the Lincoln Sphere, so he's not going to get initiated on first. He's always going to be able to get the attribute shift off. It's a completely free Morphling game, and all of a sudden Morphling at the top of the network charts. What happened?
He killed a bunch of heroes, and a Logic died like 3 times. Is, I think, what happened. I think... Yeah, because you have to break the Lincoln Sphere. They do have a lot of, like... Ice Path is kind of tricky. If you can hit an Ice Path before he attribute shifts, maybe you can kill him.
That's pretty difficult, right?
Yeah,
Getting an
you're
Ice
right.
Path on Morphling and having him not react.
That's true. You need to break the Lincolns of the Burrow Strike and then like a Dragon Tail. I think actually they need another form of disable like Bloodthorn Nullifier, but the problem is that he has the Lincoln Sphere. So do you really want to go that item build
When
for Logic?
so the most realistic thing is when Sand King gets Force Staff. Then he can
Right.
blink in, force to break the Lincolns, then land the stun.
Oh, he's
But-
going Yule's first, which I guess is the same thing. Hold that thought.
Yes.
Haunt is going to come in, and this is going to be a pretty good fight. Plus, the wall combination is there. Yaha's going to die. They're going to probably get Green as well, and Sugo. Logic's going to get a double kill. They've taken 3. The Morphling was not there ready to fight. And that's the one way to lose this game, is if you take a fight when your Morphling isn't ready. And that's exactly what happened. So that's really big for Evos right there.
Yep, Morphling had his money for the E-Blade, but wasn't in the fight, so they need to be very, very careful about committing to a fight, because if you find a small gank like that, and there are like 2 heroes next to each other, they're going to react. They're going to TP in, use the Spectre Haunt, and once that happens, there's no disengage from the fight at all.
Yeah. Ooh, Tuku Indra Utu. Wonder what that means.
Nice. You got to be careful with those words, Mutt.
That's true. You can be offending some people and not even know it. I'm gonna look this up. Let's do. It said it might already be Indonesian. Tuku Indra Utu. No, that's not it. Wait, is it Utu or Uta? Uta, sorry.
Did you find it?
No, not at all. Detect
Dang it.
language. Tuku main senses. I don't know what that means. Sorry, guys. I don't have an answer for what it means. But I'll probably just ask the player after this is over and actually, you know, converse with him like a normal human being.
Well, somebody in chat will probably fill us in.
Is there anybody in chat?
Jesus. Of course.
Sorry, that was a little sad. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry about that.
Sassy.
I mean, you know, there's this other thing going on right now. You might not know about it, Brax.
Oh, the Mega Major, right?
Yeah. Oh, we actually have 2,000 viewers. Oh, we're on the front page of Twitch. That's why. Oops. It's a very sassy day for both of us, Brax. A lot of fun. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, Mont. So this battle, this game, you basically have 2 superheroes on each team, right? You've got Spectre, and then he's against the Morphling. Who's more powerful?
That's the question. I was hoping you could answer that question for me.
Well, I can.
Okay. Go ahead.
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, great. You got me again.
That's right, because you never know what's going to happen.
That's true.
Crazy things happen with Haunt, right? That's when heroes like Disruptor just walk into team fights and die. Beastmaster can't find a roar target with his blink. Or Morphling can turn a corner and E-blade someone in one shot, like the Sand King or Jakiro.
Yeah, I think if the Spectre had Mantle a little earlier, the fights would be probably Evo's favored. But because he's a little behind the Morphling, I'm kind of curious as to how they're actually going to win a fight. I don't know. We'll see. Courier might be dead. Nope, Green couldn't get there in time. That sucks. He should have blinked for it, actually. He had a blink dagger. He could blink Vendetta. Burrow Strike Initiation, they have found Yaha. Yaha is not going to be Yahaing anymore. He's dead for 50 seconds. And pretty big kill. Morphling will just split top and try to push the wave in and then TP home. A smart choice for him. He's going to go BKB. A lot of the Spectre damage will be gone then. And his threat of dying in these fights probably won't happen once he gets that BKB item.
Yep, I'd like to see him go for some sort of mobility item, whether it's usually it's Blink Dagger, and sometimes in your pub games you see Shadow Blade, but just to be able to find heroes like Jakiro, so you can one-shot them, and they won't be able to follow up on top of the Sand King or Darkseer, things like that can help you win these team fights.
Yeah. We'll see what the next item is after that, but BKB for Facehugger is done. He's working on an Orchid into a Bloodthorn, I would assume, for the DK. This is what I wanted to see. Bloodthorn Nullifier will probably be the build for the DK, which is really good if they can get to that point. You know, even if you kill everybody but the Morphling, that might be enough, in all honesty. Like, that's all you really need to do. These supports will die very quickly, you know?
Yes.
So, and the Death Prophet's not even that survivable either, although she is about to have BKB, so just kidding. She's very survivable now.
Is BKB the item?
For DP?
Yeah, isn't it
Aeon Disc?
Yeah, I guess there is the Haunt,
after.
and that might be able to trigger it, right? But
yeah.
What happens if you just get Blink Sand Kingston from Fog, then you're dead from full health?
That's true. That is a good point, actually. I didn't mean to say actually, like, I was surprised that you made a really good point there. I meant to say actually.
Jesus,
Mott. Yeah. I didn't mean to tilt you, my bad. But it's very true because, and we might see it here too, actually. She might get jumped on. They do have vision over here. I think they see Tuku. Or they backed up. They didn't know who was bottom. They thought they were sitting behind. And that's kind of true. The Nyx Assassin is close by. But they could have gone for that kill right there and maybe gotten it done. Do they have the burst damages, though, is the question between these heroes. And I would say probably with Haunt they do.
Yep, with Haunt they always have that extra damage. Spectre can get there from anywhere. When she is working on the heart, that's when the game gets even scarier. So that's when Spectre can just sit in the front lines and not die.
I think it's kind of like the immovable object meets an unstoppable force syndrome in terms of I don't think the Morphling or the Spectre are ever going to die in these fights unless, like...
Yes.
Even if the Spectre gets roared, unless she takes like a full DP ulti to the face, I still don't think she dies when she gets the Heart of Trask.
Right, it's about them just killing off the supports, and then once they're outnumbered, they win the fight.
Yeah. It's a bit of a tricky situation for both teams. Pipe is up for the Darkseer. He didn't end up going for the Crimson Guard. I think he probably still should. The damage block doesn't work against Exorcism, right?
Correct.
So that's the one issue.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really build against DP to increase your survivability.
I guess other than just general armor, right? Other than that.
Right. The pipe is nice. You know, you can help protect some of your teammates against the E-Blade combos. You don't get one shot on your support heroes. Smoke broken by Sugo.
Suko thought about backing, but they're going to go for it. They know that it's just a disruptor. Killing him would be nice. He is never going to get this Glimmer Cape, I swear to God. Scottalicious is now going to turn into a Veal, and boy, is he dead. Although he can get off the ice path. A Veal's still alive somehow. He gets off the vacuum. There's the BK from Scottalicious. The Exorcism is going to go. They didn't haunt, and I think that's fine if they can only lose 2 and get out. If they lose Facehugger, then it's a problem. He didn't BKB. He might have... he's fine. Okay, that's good. If they can get the rest out, this is really good. And Roche is still down, although for only 12 seconds.
It spawns in 10 seconds, but that's going to be too much Exorcism wasted for them to actually do Roche.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I mean, they lose the Darkster, which is rough, but that's a 10-second BKB. That's Exorcism down, and you have Haunt now. I think you try to take a fight here in the next few minutes, as long as Tuku can survive, and they wait for the respawns. And again, the respawns are so low anyway that they could probably, I think, even defend this tier 2 because they have Glyph.
No, tier 2 is dead for sure. Oh, just kidding.
Just kidding. They're looking for Yaha. There's going to be the Haunt. Oh boy, this is the perfect time to fight. Now Mark is in trouble. He's going to have to pop the BKB, and he will. Spirit Siphon onto 2, but Mark is in trouble. He has Yules. He has got the TP out of his backpack, but by that point, the BKB is going to be down. I think he's dead. Ice Path will come. They're going to go Shrine real quick just to make sure they can stay alive, and then maybe go for Roche. That was literally the exact thing we were just talking about, where they disengage, they wait for all these abilities to go down, and then they counter-initiate and take a really good fight. Like, that is a huge engagement, because now it leads into Roche, which is Aegis and Cheese, if they can get it.
Yep, this lineup is not very good at taking Roche.
Oh, they're going to find this Nyx Assassin too, even bigger. They have a gem up onto the DK, and of course he's never going to die, probably. Man, what a turn of events for Evos, Brax.
Yep. Everything is good. Well, there's the glimpse. So
wow.
he's safe.
What a nice path.
Or is he?
He is not safe. He's mega dead. That's a lot more than regular dead. It's mega.
Yep, it's like super.
Exactly. That's how you know the current major is a big one. It's a super major.
That's right. Everything else was just a major.
Just a major,
just
yeah.
a minor.
You and I only got to cast just a major, Brax. Just think about that.
Yep. Didn't make it to the super.
We weren't lucky enough to make it to the super major. You know, we're not on that level yet.
Well, it's good to have goals, right? We can strive for the super, and then we can strive for the super D-duper afterwards.
That's what TIA is. That's the unofficial name for TIA. It is the super D-duper major.
Wow.
I know. Can you imagine if we got there? Whew. I don't know if we're ready yet.
I just like calling it the super D-duper major.
People might not like that, especially Valve. Actually, they don't give a shit. Anyway, that's a big fight. 4K lead now for Evos eSports. They actually have the Orchid done for this DK. So breaking the Lincoln Sphere, but he has BKB, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Until he gets a nullifier on Facehugger, I don't think there's any way they can... And he's not even going to go for it. He's just going to go for AC instead.
Maybe he'll go for it later. I don't think he even really needed to go for the Orchid this game. It's nice for killing heroes like Nyx Assassin, who doesn't have a Yules to break it.
Yeah.
Disrupted, obviously. I guess it is good to have a Lincoln's Breaker, but you know, you can break the Lincolns with the Orchid, then stun the Morphling, and then they have some option to actually kill this Morphling before he morphs away or uses his BKB.
Yeah.
So, it's good.
Yeah, you bringing up these points makes me think that this Orchid, it's more of a long-term investment. Meanwhile, Roar comes out, Dragon Tail, Ice Path. Static Storm, but Facehugger pops his BKB beforehand, and boy, here comes the Spectre. She is silenced, however, but they will take Yaha and Mark down. He's alive for now, but the Yule Scepter will not keep him alive for long enough, as the DK does a lot of damage. Scottalicious stole the Spectre and trying to get out with the Spectral Dagger. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I was wondering why the Spectre was backing up. That's the worst time for that to happen. Man, that sucks. Damn. That is really unfortunate.
This is a team fight. Evos, you know, they probably will still win it, but they won it without having to use Haunt.
Yeah.
Spectre didn't take a single point of damage in this team fight.
Green might be able to get out. The DK with the gem is a little too far from the Nyx Assassin right now. Did they use the dust? They did use the dust. Is he dusted? He is not dusted. So they might only get 2 out of this. They're all going to reconnect real quick. We'll probably get set and get ready to go. Brax, I don't actually know when this game ends because of the Morph versus Spectre matchup. Like, I don't think Morph is ever going to die, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Like, or like they might not need to kill the Morphling to end the game. You know what I mean? Because Neon Atomic, they can kill everybody else. Maybe that's what they do to win this game or something.
Right. Spectre is unkillable. Morph is super difficult. Basically, also unkillable. But Spectre kills the entire team.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the key when these ridiculous superhero carry matchups, fight each other.
By the way, Spectre, I talked about this like a week ago. She had like a 56% win rate in even the divine rank level, which I thought was really cool that she's this good at this point in Dota right now. And she still has a high win rate currently.
I think she has the second highest win rate.
Yeah, she is got a 60% win rate currently in all of Dota. In terms of checking she is the highest win rate over all of Dota this past month. Speaking of Spectre going in, they have found the Morphling. Okay, so turns out all you have to do is break his Lincoln Sphere, burrow strike him, and burst him down in order to kill him. That's buyback. DP doesn't want to buy back because she's up in 8, which means they'll probably lose the melee racks out of this. And they still have Aegis on Spectre. They actually might have just won the game right there with that kill alone. Because now if you kill the Morphling again, the game essentially ends.
Yep, all they need is one more kill. This Spectre is not killable. He's got Aegis and 3,600 health.
And he doesn't have any mana, which is kind of an issue, which means he can't haunt or really use any of his other abilities. He does have a Manta, but he doesn't want to use it because he's got even less mana. It's time to back, though. They do not lose a single hero for Evos eSports. They force out the buyback of the Morphling. They get the racks mid. They have done everything they needed to do in order to gain themselves a giant advantage, and of course they have it. They're in a really good spot right now for Evos eSports.
Yep, with that kill, they had exploded in terms of a net worth lead over Neon, Atomic. I don't know, you just, Disruptor, there's no way this man's going to get to a Glimmer Cape unless they start winning some team fights. He's not going to be able to farm a lane to get it. Nyx Assassin, same thing. He's just going to invis and run away, so he can't actually fight during the hunt.
Yep.
Beastmaster has a Blink Dagger, so if they go first, then there's no way Beastmaster's going to find the right target to roar.
Yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of major problems for Neon Atomic in terms of actually taking fights.
And then there's actual ways for Morphling to die now. With the Lincoln's BKB, he can get instantly gone on by the DK and die. Even the Sand King with the Ul Scepter can lead.
He's making the smart decision trying to go for more HP with the Scotty. Even that might not be enough to keep him alive, to be honest. The smoke breaks, and that's the most unfortunate place for a smoke to break. Look at that ward. Yep. That is really... And they're going to know that it's there. They do blink up. They have the gem, of course. They'll deward it, but now they have to back up and be a little careful with their positioning. Yaha's going to look for a kill on a Logic bottom, but again, he has Aegis. I don't think this is going to work even with the Morphling. How long is the Aegis? 20 seconds? So even if they get this kill, whatever, but Yaha's dead now.
Yaha's killing himself.
Maybe not.
Even Scott Alicious is dying.
Yeah, they have to run. The rest of the team is here. Yaha's...
Oh, boy. This is going to be haunt.
Yep. Okay, he gets haunted, and now he's probably dead. Scott Alicious is trying to run. But they're all going to die. I'm almost sure of it. This DPLT will do literally nothing. Vacuum wall. Scott Alicious is going to get stomped and stunned, and that is game, my friend. Man.
Spectre, huh?
Yeah, I think we have learned that Spectre with room is quite the hero. And that's the issue with Spectre is that she usually has a rough laning phase, correct? Like she's in a defensive try and then they aggro try into you and you just have a worse try lane because Spectre's an awful laning hero. That didn't happen. They dual lane top. Eventually they brought the Disruptor up there, but that was too little too late. Like Sand King, Jakiro, Spectre actually turned out to be really good. And yeah, the trade-off was you gave more free farm. Who gives a damn? You're able to get farm anyways with a Darkseer, and the Spectre will just outcarry the game, clearly. And it also helps that the DK had a huge impact too. But I think if you're Atomic, you can't, you got to do something about the Spectre. You just can't let her free farm. And another issue is they gave her 6 kills in the first 5 minutes of the game too.
Yes, that is the big thing. If they do lane up there, and they don't feed to the tri-lane, Morphling already has a free lane. That means that Evos have 3 heroes leeching experience, and they're not getting kills. That means they have no gold income on their supports, and they have no levels as well. As long as they don't die, they're winning this game.
Yes, exactly. And it's back to the drawing board for Neon Atomic. And they were...